Hi guys, welcome back to my Exvius guide. Now I'm gonna review Luneth. Let's take a look at his stats. Like you can see that his attack is kinda low compared to other finishers. His attack bonus is also kinda small for 5 stars base. He only get 50% attack boost. It is lower than Dark Knight Cecile, who get massive 80% attack boost, and Fargas, who get 70%. This makes him worse in terms of attack stats, but don't worry because it will be fixed with his awakening. I will talk about that on the other section. Luneth has resistance against paralyze, blind, confuse, and petrify. These are really perfect because these elements are really dangerous for physical attacker, especially confused. You don't want Luneth to kill one of your character member. For survivability, he only has health plus 20%, which is useful but not nice because he has low defense and spirit. The best passive he has is dual wield. This means you don't need to worry about getting Zidane or Gilgamesh. This is really important, especially for newbie players. He will be really powerful from the start. Like other 5 stars, he also has auto refresh, which is nice to maintain his MP on the pedal. Now let's take a look on his abilities. The first is Hit All. This is your AoE attack. It is neutral element, and it is a little bit better than Blade Blitz. He has dual wield. This means it deals 3.6 damage, which is good for an AoE attack. You don't need to worry about elemental, because Luneth must equip sword, and sword has wide range of elements. The second skill is Cut Through. This skill was good as a finisher. It deals 3.3 damage to the enemy, but right now there are many better finishers out there. However, you can awaken this skill, so it will become relevant again. The last skill is Advance. This will buff his attack by 60%, which is good, but the drawback is your defense will be reduced by 30%. I have said that his defense is bad. Coupled with this debuff, he will be dead in no time if attacked by enemy physical attack. However, you can do 2 things. First is to give him stats debuff resist, so his defense won't reduce when you use this. Second, bring Warrior of Light. Single target attack won't be much problem because your tanker can use Provoke or other better skill. So the main problem is AoE physical damage. This only can be solved by Warrior of Light because he can protect you from that AoE physical damage. However, I don't think this skill worth to use before you awaken, because let's just say you use Cheer, then it means you only get 20% more attack compared to Cheer, but your defense reduced by 30%. So no good. His LB, I think it is bad. First, you already have innate dual wield, so your Cut Through will always deal more damage than this LB. The defense break is also small. It is same as full break, 30% on the lowest level. So it is not worth to use unless you have maxed it. It is all up to you whether you want to max it or not, but I don't think it is useful, okay? Especially because Warrior of Light able to debuff 45%. So even if you don't have Warrior of Light at this moment, I believe you will get him later and you will use him when you get him. Now let's talk about his awakening. His awakening is really good. It will make him relevant again on the current meta. Let's talk about Sword Master. This only gives him 20% attack when you equip sword, which is pretty bad right now. But if you awaken it once, it will give you 50% attack boost, which is very good. This will make him have 80% attack boost, same as Dark Knight Cecile. The true potential of this skill is when you awaken it to the maximum. You will get 50% attack if you equip sword, greatsword, dagger, and katana. This is big, okay, because he has innate dual wield. This means if you equip two different type of weapons, which I just mentioned before, you will get 100% attack boost. This means he has 120% attack boost. Also, these weapons, greatsword, katana, and swords have mastery, especially greatsword, which can be obtained freely. So you only need to farm one more masteries for your Luneth, and yeah, you will have really high attack stats. The second skill is cut through. Upgrading it once will give you 50% defense ignore, okay, which make the damage become 5 times. It is definitely one of the best finisher on this game. So it is same as Vargas Supreme Blaze and surpass Firian's Finbriar. So unless your Firian meet with the enemy he is strong against, then Luneth is better with this +1 upgrade. When you max it, it will deal 7 times damage, okay, which is crazy. The only characters who can surpass him right now is Awakened Dark Knight Cecil. You can also tweak the damage by giving Luneth elemental weapon and debuff the enemy's resist. Also, if you use advanced, the skill will change into Slay. This will make the damage become 10.5. Combined with dual wield, it will deal 21 damage per turn, which is insane. Now let's talk about advanced. I have said that this skill is useless, but because we might want to use it, then I suggest you, maybe upgrade it one time. You don't need that second upgrade. It is not because it is bad, but I think it is better to spend it on someone else. If you have excess power crease, then you can do it. But really, just save it because 40% buff may not that good, okay? Especially if you have Zargapat or maybe Awakened Ramza. So the main question is, should you use Slay or normal cut through? Let's simply calculate the damage. If you use cut through 2 turns straight, you will deal 28 damage. But for Slay, you will deal 4 times damage on the first turn and then 21 times on the second. So it is clear now. 2 cut through superior than Slay, okay? But you get attack boost from the advanced. From my experiment, advanced and Slay combo deal 1.8 million in 2 turns and 2 cut through deal 1.6 million. But that's because when I use 2 turns cut through, I don't have any buff. When I give Luneth Embolden, the damage is pretty much the same, 1.8 million. So yeah, 1.8 million in 2 turns. From this experiment, we can get a conclusion that if we can get the exact same or close buff from advanced, then the 2 turns cut through will be better. So yeah, if you have Zargabat and Ramza, like I have said, who is waiting for his awakening, then no need to bother with advanced. My suggestion for Luneth's awakening is make your sword mastery and cut through first. Let's talk about the equipment now. Awakened or not, he should equip 2 types of weapons so he can get advantage of masteries. The easiest setup is, of course, katana and greatsword. With greatsword, you can take advantage from Orlando-like debuff by equipping Excalibur. Or if you have Dark Knight Cecil, you can give Luneth Deathbringer too to get boost from Dark Elemental weapon. The rest is pretty straightforward. You want to give Luneth either Wisdom or Emperor Majesty because cut through costs a lot of MP. So after you manage to equip him with 2 Mastery, Blood Mastery and Large Sword Mastery, then go for Emperor's Majesty. My conclusion for him, his weakness is he is not that strong without his awakening. His attack stats and cut through damage are not good on the normal state. I think that's the only weakness he has because he is one of the top finisher on this game once you have awakened him. The only character who can surpass him is Dark Knight Cecile or Firion. In the future, we will get Cloud, and yeah, Cloud will also surpass him, but until that come, only Dark Knight Cecile. Yeah, I think, okay, maybe I'm wrong, but from what I know, only Dark Knight Cecile who can surpass him right now, okay? So, yep. If you have him, then I suggest you to awaken him. If you ask me, which one I recommend, Dark Knight Cecile or Luneth? I really cannot answer it for you, okay? Dark Knight Cecile indeed more powerful. I have said this multiple times before. Dark Knight Cecile able to surpass Luneth damage and has, yeah, but he has some drawbacks too. So I will compare him with Dark Knight Cecile later on the other video. So if you are still unsure, then just wait until I make the comparison video. Before Awakened, I give Luneth 9 to 9.5 out of 10, okay? He has 2 good awakenings and 1 average awakening, so I give him additional 2.5 points. So he is 12 out of 13. One of the top finisher in the game. So yep, I think that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.